Different cities, different people, the same passion. I traveled across Nigeria searching for the stories behind its football culture, and the further I traveled, the more I realized every city had its own story to tell. But before I could understand these stories, I had to answer one question. Why does football mean so much to Nigerians?
In Nigeria, football is very big. Football is, we breathe football in Nigeria.
Like today, I have a wedding. And somewhere in Terminus, but see where I am.
It's a religion in Nigeria.
My journey started in Aba, Abia State, a place in the eastern part of the country. And before coming here, I had heard several stories about the uncertainties that had become a part of the daily life here. So I had to ask myself what was so powerful that kept bringing people together for just 90 minutes of football.
Aba is known for football, not just Enyimba, right from time, Nigerian killers, Red Devil, everywhere about football, Aba in particular football. Therefore, when Enyimba came into existence, they metamorphosed from Falcon to Enyimba. Aba enjoys football, and Enyimba started giving the results. It's a club with achievement. It's a club of success. That's what makes it special.
Enyimba is arguably the biggest club in Nigeria.
If you talk about Enyimba, you are talking about football.
Wow. Since when have you been supporting Enyimba?
Since 19... Jesus! My God!
I started supporting Enyimba 2010.
How many years? Over 30 years.
We've achieved feats that no other Nigerian club has achieved. In 2003 and 2004, we won the CAF Champions League back-to-back. No other Nigerian team has actually won the CAF Champions League.
Since then?
Yes,
Are you serious?
Yes, no other Nigerian team has won the CAF Champions League. And for the fans, you definitely see the fans. There's always an electric atmosphere right here at the stadium.
Considering Enyimba was fighting relegation battles, I didn't expect to see the stadium filled with this much people who have refused to stop believing in the club.
They have no option. The club is doing very well. Forget about the situation now. Enyimba carries their name, Enyimba carries their flag. Enyimba is far in the world, in Africa, in Nigeria. Pride of Nigerian football. They follow it. About love football. Good football. Not cheating. Just good result. Good football.
That's when I began to understand that for many of these people here, Enyimba is more than just a football club. It's a part of their identity.
This is Enyimba Football Club of Aba. We have come from God's own state. We have promised not to fail our fans. Governor Oti stand behind us. God has always been on our side.
My brother, I feel happy to support Enyimba. I feel very happy to support Enyimba because it's my club and it's my state also.
Carry nine trophy, Nigerian League trophy. But Enyimba have carried 9 trophy Nigerian League.
What do you think separates you guys from other people?
Enyimba being the best supporters club in Nigeria, we have the certificate, we have the trophy. The best supporters club in Nigeria is this Enyimba. We have to show it by our certificate, our trophy. Awarded by MPFL. Well organized, best organized. Best followership, supporters, we have everything, we have all departments. So once we go out as Enyimba supporters, other supporters learn from us.
The more they spoke about Enyimba, the more I realized they were not just supporting their club, but they were also proud of what it represented. When I got to Aba, I was warned not to go to a particular side of the stadium. I need to go there. That is the kind of places I like to enter.
I'll take you to Colombia. Colombia is a no-man's island. Everything happens there.
Wait, they are home fans, but they are at the away end. A place where a completely different crowd had made their own rules.
But that place we're looking at is very crazy.
Yeah,
we have a lot of mad people out there.
So naturally, I just had to see it for myself.
I was born, Enyimba have been my team. As a bad boy where I be, if I don't support Enyimba, which club I will support Kano? I cannot just leave my club because they are leaving, they are losing. Understand? I have to support my club whether they are losing or not. That's what makes me a fan of Enyimba. Even if Enyimba is losing to the core, I will still support Enyimba. That shows that I'm full Komwaba. That shows that I'm full fan of Enyimba. Understand? We are back in full force. Enyimba is back in full force. No, I don't think there is anything that can defeat Enyimba in this Nigeria as I'm talking to you right now.
Supporting the team from this side of the stadium felt really different. And what surprised me wasn't who they were, but how they felt completely at home here. Very different from other people, but they are just another part of the same family. Abba showed me how deeply a club can become part of a person's identity. But as I traveled further north, I started to see another side of what this same football can create. And before that, I needed to understand something first.
But what usually make the matches, like here in Nigeria, what usually make the matches special?
I think it's the fans.
There are some clubs that have, they have strong fan base. Like Enyimba now, strong fan base, Shooting Star, Kano Pillars. If you go to Castina, even if they play there, they don't form music, they don't form a song for you.
I finally arrived in Kano, a city where football exists alongside its own everyday challenges. So I wanted to know what the game meant to the people living it.
So what does it normally feel like whenever Kano Pillars win their match here?
Abba, kasuwa alhamdulillah, thank God. Muna jin daɗi. Kwastomomi suna samuwa sosai.
Bad side is that it gets violence quickly. You get violence quickly. Like I've seen when you can be talking to somebody and then they tear you stuff. I've seen like it's very violent.
To ka san shi kowanne da irin tasa soyayya. Wani koya aka taɓa shi ya ji ba daɗi sai ya ɗau fushi. Wani kuma sai ya haƙura. To muna da marasa haƙuri waɗanda idan aka ce an ci su sai su ji ba daɗi sai su mai da abun ya zama rigima.
This one now away jersey. Away jersey? Yes. Wow. The jersey is actually nice. Like the jersey is actually nice.
See, this is the home jersey.
Oh, this is home jersey?
This one a home jersey.
So this Kano Pillars home jersey. It actually looks nice, not going to lie.
With Rivers United fighting for the top and Kano Pillars fighting to stay out of relegation, the stakes were already high. And from the look of the heavy security presence, everyone knew what this game meant. But in Kano, no amount of security could really contain the emotions inside.
Some fans came to where our player was walking through the tunnel to halftime. They were showing them dagger.
Yes, I was seeing it.
I go kill your papa, I go kill.
It's not like it's only here that is violent. We have seen it happen in abroad too. They are violent fans. We have seen them kill somebody because of football.
Na gaya ma ni ne mai nasara a wannan match din insha Allah. Ina ganin ma kamar na ci wasa 2-0 yau Allah ya.
We are now in the Sani Abacha Stadium. This is few minutes before the match. I heard this is like one of the craziest places to play football here in the north, and I really don't know what to expect. So I've gone to a lot of stadiums here in Nigeria already, but I don't think I've seen a supporter club as much as this. This is crazy, bro. And the match has not even got to halftime yet. Look at how much they are already in the stadium. This is good.
The first half ended goalless, but the second half created enough drama to last me a lifetime. The second half began and Kano Pillars immediately found the back of the net. This is the result Kano Pillars desperately needed, and everything felt right around the stadium. With the game heading towards the final minutes, nobody knew how this match was going to end. Watching them celebrate together made me understand what the vendor was telling me earlier. For 90 minutes, different emotions were going through thousands of people, and in Kano, football had a way of turning all of that into one emotion. And as I continued my journey, another club kept finding its way into the conversation.
Upsitting. Their parents supported Shooting Stars, the children. So what is
Shooting still have a lot of large base. You know, Shooting Star, I think they still have a lot of large base supporters. If you go to Ibadan, you see crowd every match day.
Everybody, the stadium is always packed. If you don't go to Shooting Stars game, you look as if you are not a mentally okay somebody.
The more I heard about them, the more curious I became. So I headed to Ibadan to see it for myself.
We are talking about one of the oldest club in Nigeria. This is one that you can actually see.
For decades now, this club has been more than a football team in Ibadan. Its story, its colors, and history have been carried from one generation to the next.
The atmosphere, this is about one baby now. This is different.
Let's meet you, sir.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have fun. You'll enjoy it.
And if you are talking about Shooting Stars, it's a generational club. And these people are people that they have watched the club over 20 years. When the match starts, you can come over here, you can see what they do, and you see that it's a whole lot.
God, the fans are so sweet. They love football. You can see around the stadium because they love football and they love shooting. Like up shooting, up star.
Since when have you been supporting the club?
So long ago. So long.
Which team do you think is the best in Nigerian Premier League?
The Shooting Stars now.
Why?
Is the best.
Why do you think it's the best?
Is the number one in the club in Nigeria. Is the number one. And fans shooting in our states, we are number one. Go and watch it in all Nigeria. It's Ibadan, they are watching match past everybody. If somebody go bring match to Ibadan here, we will come out and watch. It's Ibadan number one, it's Ibadan. Thank God. You know, say, Shooting Star don't break our hearts so many times. Even after they lose, they win, we still support them. No, I'm not feeling Shooting Star. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Second goal. Oh, we lost it though.
And it always feels like a festival whenever they score here.
See, look at everyone is jubilating. Look, both left and right, front and back. Everyone is jubilating. You know?
I wasn't just watching the passion from the sidelines, I was right in the middle of it. The match ended in a 1-0 Shooting Star victory, and at this point, I found myself becoming part of the culture I had come here to document.
And let's hope we see more of you.
No problem. Thanks, sir. I appreciate it.
After everything I experienced in Ibadan that day, it was clear Shooting Stars had found a new fan in me. And after the final whistle, the players came to celebrate with the people who had carried them through the game. This is the moment where the people in the stands and the people on the pitch finally become one. And maybe that's what makes a football culture last. The people who keep the story alive and pass it on. In Ibadan, I found a legacy that was still being carried forward. But while some football cultures are carried from one generation to the next, others are only just beginning.
Sporting Lagos has their Sporting Lagos now is more of a tech kind. When you come to Sporting Lagos, you see like Gen Z, babes, people are just chilled. When you come to same thing with Inter Lagos.
So how old is Inter Lagos?
Roughly 2.5 years.
Who is your oldest fan here?
Alpha. You see the guy wearing the white and the bold. Yeah, that one pointing back at me.
Okay, yeah.
He has been since our first ever friendly.
Happy Inter Lagos! I don't know where this place. Many people for Lagos State for here, they like ball well. Go come plenty.
You feel say many people for Lagos like Inter Lagos?
Right. You do well.
And wherever Inter Lagos went, he was always there. Even if it meant being the only supporter in the stands. The funniest part is that this one-man army wasn't just showing up for the club. He was already becoming part of its story.
Best man in the league! Next one! guys feeling?
Their words don't make sense. That's what we can say. How many Inter fans are here? How many Inter fans are here? Even if it comes to our games, have gone for 3 away matches and you are giving best away team.
Do you guys feel you've been cheated?
Yeah. I support Sporting Lagos. You'd see the people of Sporting Lagos traveling to away matches. Like they'll drop like 5 buses, 6 buses. Players and fans will drive to the stadium for an away match in Osun State, Ile-Igbo, Osun State, and they will get cheated and they will come back, go to the next away match again. So you see something like that.
For the fans, the best fan in Nigeria, everybody knows. Only Kano, only Kano Pillars can rival Sporting Lagos.
So Sporting has the best fans in Lagos.
In the world.
In the world.
Yeah. Dortmund they try. Dortmund they try.
In the world.
Look at us now. Look at minimum. We have chance. They hear now. Look at them. Look at the fans now. But it's all good. We are the champions anyway. We've been there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
congrats.
Because you already, you know when you put your hand inside something and you don't enter the thing deep before you know to come outside again. Not like us, like how you support Ronaldo now. We don't enter Ronaldo deep. They will say, Ronaldo, Messi, we don't already hear you because we are already deep inside the court. So you are deep inside the support that you can't go outside again. So don't they want to tell you you never see before.
Maybe this is how football cultures begin. Not with thousands of people, but with a few who decide to stay locked in with the club. The club becomes a community, and with time, the community eventually becomes a culture.
I think it's the fans because you can go to Rangers and then you see people playing Ogene, people dancing, like culturally you see it. You come to an Ikorodu City match, you see people playing Oman Lulu, like you know those cultural bands, you see people dancing up and down. When you go to like Ikorodu, they are more vibrant, like Lagos Island kind of vibe. You go to Enugu Rangers, you see people that are like culturally inclined, Igbo cultural, like you get. So there are so many different shooting stars as well, the history of the club. There are so many different uniqueness of different clubs that when you learn to appreciate them, you learn to enjoy Nigerian football.
And after everything I've seen, I wanted to witness what it feels like when a fan base finally gets the moment they've been waiting for. And that brought me to the final game of the MPFL season, as Ikorodu City faced Enugu Rangers in Lagos.
Bro, this is the craziest game. This is the craziest game I've come to watch in this MPFL. No fucking way. I've been outside for like 30 minutes trying to enter inside. Now I'm inside. I have to solve another puzzle to go inside the stadium. This is crazy. This is crazy. This stadium is going mad.
The most surprising thing was how they took over the stadium and outnumbered the home fans. Standing among them, I could feel just how much this victory meant to them.
I told you. Congrats.
Everybody go back to your village, follow village club. Everybody go to your village, follow village club.
That's fraud. You see this way? That's fraud.
Who's Lagos?
You must fraud. This was fraud.
Holy, Enugu Rangers. We are the champions.
Since when have you been supporting this club?
Since I was born now. I was born in Enugu. Yes, now.
But I've been seeing sporting Lagos matches. What have you been there?
In Enugu Rangers. See this guy, yo.
Just mention 5 players.
You don't know them.
Mention it.
Chukuma, Chimobi.
Bro, you're making him so.
Odumodu.
And maybe that's the funny thing about football. We spend so much time arguing which club is better or who deserves the win. But underneath all of it, we are simply just looking for something to believe in. Something to call our own. Something to belong to. Different cities, different clubs, and different stories. But everywhere I went, I found the same thing. Football gave people a place to belong. The journey ends here, but the questions don't.
Where do you see Nigerian football in like next 10 years?
In the like next 10 years, I think it will be worse.